Sorry I was late this morning. I made a classic dad mistake. You know, my daughter is going to daycare today. I said, hey, after daycare, do you want to go to the playground? She went, yeah, 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 yeah. Then we said, okay, put your shoes on. We'll go to daycare. And then she started to bawl. And we said, what's wrong? Why are you upset? And she said, I want to go to the playground. That's my fault for the way that I presented it. What I should not have done is said, do you want to go to the playground after daycare? That's a little, it's on the borderline of too complex for a child my daughter's age. What I should have done is said, have a fun time at daycare. And then when I picked her up, said, do you want to go to the playground? That's my mistake, okay? So that every morning you learn a little bit more. Anyway, we're playing Only Up. Only Up is it's a Bennett Foddy Alt F4 like, where you try to climb up high in the sky. How about that? It's that easy. Have you seen the Trump AI versus Biden AI Twitch channel? Shut up. So I know, no disrespect. I blocked weird AI generations on Twitter today. Holy cow. So true. It got tweeted into my my For You page feed. It was, what if the Simpsons were real life characters? And then it was just a lady with blue hair. Not like a blue, not Bride of Frankenstein, just blue hair. And I said, F you, you're blocked. You literally have infinite number of times that you can run the prompt to get a good result, and you have the audacity to step to me with a bad result? No, you missed your chance. Oh, I'm vaulting. I'm Clem from The Walking Dead. Okay, we're bouncing on beds. We're not bouncing on beds. I guess I should go to the thing that says start. Start. Okay? Yo, it's the milk crate challenge. I know a lot of people were down on the milk crate challenge. Good start. But like, I really don't think that the milk crate challenge was that dangerous. I saw a lot of people fall while doing it, but it doesn't look that hard. Like, I feel like maybe they're just not very good at walking up the milk crates. I'm sure it's harder than I'm thinking it is, but it can't be that much harder, right? Skill, you do it then? No, they banned it. They made it illegal or whatever. Holy cow. I just vaulted on my own head. I don't understand. Kids, oh, you don't even have audio? That's right. I've just been going silent for no reason. Listening to them talking in the game, but I was muted in, I had the game source muted the whole time. You're not missing too much. But there is at least some ambient music. Goblin Town, Goblin Town. He's made it to Goblin Town. I mean, so far, so good. Is easy enough. Hello? Do you need help? Still no sound on my end? There's still, it's not muted. It's just very quiet. Like, ready? Ready? Just listen. Someone said they got sound. There you go. I'm telling you, you will hear a woman's voice soon, and then you will be like, oh, that's why he's keeping the sound relatively low. Oh yes, I hear your keyboard. You just wait, okay? Well, well, well. It's so loud for me now. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Okay. We're bouncing. We're surfing. We're vaulting. Do you imagine the tricep strength that it would take to actually do that? There's no way this is royalty free. I know developers always do that thing where they're like, it's royalty free, don't worry. And then like as soon as you post it on YouTube, it's like content ID matched.
It's very hard to make a choice when you don't know where it will lead.
Okay. Nothing can stop us. I'm all the way up. Now, what I know about only up, perfect timing, is that when you fall very far. So the individual, like jumping sections are maybe not that hard compared to something like Alt F4, but when you fall, you're punished like severely. Not like, 5 minutes severe, but like, half an hour severe. I think that's the meat and potatoes of it. Okay, you can crouch. Thank God the default controller that they got for this game has crouch as a function in it. Okay, just relax. We're just gonna walk across. Just gonna walk across. It's also complete trash compared to getting over it. Yeah, but that's like saying, like Past Lives is trash compared to Citizen Kane. There's only one Citizen Kane. I've never seen it. For that matter, I've never seen Past Lives either. I know it's only been out for like a little bit. I'm just saying. That seems, this is the way. You're in it? I don't think so. I'd be surprised. On a scale of Mathis refunding, where are we at with this? The refund is not going to happen because the game actually works. I'm not a big refunder. I'm not calling out any of my friends. But I was laughing last night when one of my friends was maybe considering streaming a movie to his viewers, and then he was like, oh, the stream isn't working, I'm not sure if I can watch this one. And I realized not only is he operating like an illegal movie theater, but he's pirating the movie that he's gonna watch. It's like he's not even paying them the streaming rights of like 0.01 cent that they would get for him streaming it on the legitimate platform. He's like stealing the movie and then running the illegal movie theater on top of it. I wasn't like, I mean, I think it's a relatively victimless crime. I'm just saying it was very funny to me. And then, so knowing how I feel about that, I mean, I feel weird about like refunding something on Steam if I used it for content, if it was only merely bad. If it's abysmal or like does not work, then that seems fair to me. But to like stream something and monetize it for like 90 minutes and then be like, actually, I don't like this, and then refund it that's not for me. Okay. I think if you're like not a streamer, see ya. Okay. If you're not a streamer and you play something for like an hour and it sucks, go nuts. But if you like monetize it and then you refund it, and especially if you like monetize the refund, then it's like, whoa, now you're like, I don't even know, it's not double dipping anymore. It's like triple dipping. I've played every game on Steam for 119 minutes. Starbucks Wi-Fi, library laptop. How about little vault up top here? There you go. Press 1 for better camera view. Be honest, if I press 1 and it goes first, does it go first person? Because if it goes first person, I'm going to throw up and then I'm going to have to stop playing the game. It is first person? No, I will not. I will not do that. Hang on. I know I can't make this jump. But what if? Holy cow, dude, the kid's got hops. Hello. What is this? The bibbity bobbity boo? That's not even a big deal. Okay, it's an invisible wall. Back to Vancouver. First person will make me sick too. It's just not my preferred way to play. I'm a third person Andy. You're first person IRL though? Yeah, but I think I would be, like, my power level would be higher if I was third person. Because I could, like, shave my own back. As is, like, right now, I can only shave, like, just below, like, the top of my shoulders. Which I can't even, like, what's the point? Then my lower back still, like, has some hair. It's going to look weird with, like, a fully shaved top of the back and then, like, a fully au naturel bottom of the back. So then I got to, like, debase myself and be like, hey, Kate, can you, like, shave my back? That's not the way I envision my life being, like, in my early 30s. Mid-30s. Okay, I'm not ashamed about my age. I'm just saying. There was a bed somewhere, but we'll take the long way. Hey, Shock Noble, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you. Why are you shaving your back? Well, I'm not, because of the aforementioned, like, accessibility issues. But, like, I'd like to not have hair on my back. But the thing is, there's, like, no good solution. People without hair on their bodies are always like, oh, just shave it. That shit takes 100 years. You gotta keep it up, like, once every 2 weeks. It's extremely annoying, especially, like, your back. Like, my arms don't bend like that. And then on top of that, like, you got the cleanup. Like, I don't know, if anybody here is, like, very hairy and they've ever shaved, like, their chest and stomach, where do you do it? If you do it, like, in the bathtub, you then have to sweep up the entire bathtub in order to get it out of there. Otherwise, your drain's going to get clogged as hell. Yeah, you got to do it outside. But I don't live, like, in a place where I can get privacy like that outside. I gotta, like, rent an Airbnb and then go shave my chest and stomach in their backyard or something like that. It's crazy, man. Over the toilet? We're not in the same ballpark of hairiness. If you're gonna shave over the toilet, your toilet would never be the same. If I shaved my chest, shoulders, and stomach on top of the toilet, that toilet now has one of those gross fur toilet seat covers that, like, your grandma had. People always be like, oh, I understand. I would just shave it. Yeah, you have 3 chest hairs. Ooh, it's so... Oh, I'm getting so old. I'm 42 and I have 2 chest hairs. Shut the fuck up. I look like Steve Carell when I was 16. Like, you're not giving me solutions to problems that are in the same ballpark. It's coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb. So then people are like, just get waxed. Okay, the shit is, like, A, expensive, and if you do it yourself, it's painful as hell. Plus, you need a second person to help you. And then on top of that, it has, like, the same problems as shaving. When it grows in, it itches like fuck. It's like the itchiest thing I've ever experienced in my life. You get red bumps, like, all over your body. Unless you go to a professional, maybe. Laser? Yeah, the laser is, like, crazy expensive. And then on top of that, I've never been lasered. But I understand it takes, like, multiple treatments. And then, like, it hurts like hell. Like, they're zapping your follicles with a laser. I remember, like, when I worked in Korea... I worked with a guy who was getting his back lasered, and he had to take the train like 45 minutes, and he said on the ride back, the 45 minutes of just sitting on the train was some of the worst pain he'd ever felt in his entire life. I don't know if he had like a semi-charmed kind of life, but I'm just telling you, it's not that bad. Josh, no disrespect, Josh, you're not that hairy. You know how I know you're not that hairy? Is because you got hair on top of your head. If I wanted hair removal advice that's practical for people in my weight class, I would ask like Corey. Corey, are you here? Is there a good, I'm not expecting a perfect solution, but what's like the best solution? There's nothing, man. They're all bad. Find a lady that likes it. There you go. That's a wise man right there. It is better to just, it's more convenient to just let it all hang out. But when I was in worse shape, I kind of liked being hairy because it makes you not look as fat with your shirt off. But now that I'm in better shape, I'm like, I don't want this hair here anymore because it's covering up my ab. But I don't mind when other hairy people are like, here's what I do. I just get annoyed when people who have like almost no body hair are like, oh, here's what I would do. It's like, no, you wouldn't. Same shit when people are like, oh, if I went bald, I'd just go to the gym. Okay, so why isn't your ass like in the gym right now? It's because you don't want to do it. You're not going to want to do it when you're bald either. If you were going to do it, you'd already be doing that shit. I was glancing. This is a non-glance game. We should internalize that. Help me? Help me? I guess you just jump off the side here. I'm lost, man. I'm mantling on garbage bags. I'm deep in the sauce. You can press 1 to center the camera. Okay, here. What about Nair? So I've only used Nair a few times in my life, and my personal opinion on Nair is that it doesn't work. Apply and I didn't get the pink Nair. I got the Nair for men, which is probably exactly the same formula, but it's for men. So it costs $2.99 extra, but simultaneously it's like Dr. Pepper 10. It's not for women, right? I applied it to my torso. It smells like shit. It started to burn. I rubbed it off with a towel like they say you should on the bottle, and all of the hair was still there. It's just not, it doesn't have the chemical that it needs in order to cut through my hair. I'm sorry.
Sometimes it's hard.
Why am I so slow? Did I break the game?
We learn from our mistakes.
You have to leave it on for a long time? I assure you, I left it on for as long as the instructions told me to leave it on, okay? You got nothing to worry about. I follow the instructions on the bottle, which is why I'm so annoyed by the new medicine bottles where you have to peel back the label instead of just reading the... Anyway, we've been down this road many times. We don't need to go through it again. So true. So true. The only thing I ever want to know about a medicine is how many times should I take it, how much should I take, and how often should I take it. Meanwhile, anytime I take a new medicine, I gotta unwrap a scroll, and then it's like, hey, just so you know, this has 3 micrograms of glycophosphate per serving. And I'm like, I don't know what that means, dummy. There's no reason you need to put that shit on a bottle that goes to the average consumer. Just put it just on the back. Take 2 every 4 hours up to 4 times per day. Thank you. That's I don't need to read the Silmarillion, dude. It's Propecia. It's not that serious. Josh, don't ask me to talk about the game, okay? It's not that kind of stream anymore. Oh! I just like hearing bibbity bobbity boo, man. Okay. This time we're gonna focus. Goblin Town. Old man watching you.
Sometimes it's hard to choose the right path, but don't be afraid. You can always repeat. We learn from our mistakes.
I get it. It's like the 3rd time she said that. Dan said it could be a Randy Newman song. It's tough for me. Randy Newman has been permanently altered in my brain because I've seen Toy Story 4 17 times now. So I can't really... I can't think about Randy Newman the same way that I used to. 4 was so bad. It's really not. It's really like still... It's not as good as the other Toy Stories, but it's still like a pretty decent movie. I wouldn't recommend watching it 17 times necessarily, but it is my daughter's favorite movie.
Sometimes it's hard to choose the right path.
Is that the one with Forky? It is the one with Forky.
We learn from our mistakes.
Look at that. That was fast. I don't know. Toy Story 1 and 2 and 3 are still goated. I mean, 2 is crazy. I do not like Sarah McLachlan at all. But the song that she has from Toy Story 2, it'll have you like bawling your eyes out until you realize that the movie is actually about like fucking stitched up pieces of plastic and fabric and stuff like that. But you'll be like, I'm bawling, man. Can you just turn around and then make this jump? You're right. Go slow-mo mode. Turn around. You know what? Take a running start at it this way. Really? Okay, never mind. He made it. What now, smart guy? Slow-mo is going to change my life. Sports editors in 1980. So true. So true, probably. I don't know. I've never spoken to Chris Berman. Video technicians in 1981. We've invented an even slower mo. Oh. Oh, okay. Dan won't use slow-mo because it's resin. Okay, well, in that case, okay, I'm immediately going back to it. Oh, man. You know what I say, though? You haven't really become a Woody head until you've listened to the yodeling country music album that Riders in the Sky made after Toy Story 2 came out. Anybody else got their either themselves or their child hooked on that? They call her Jessie, the yodeling cowgirl,
Always repeat. We learn
as
from our
dainty
mistakes.
as a fairy, princess of the prairies. Yes, she's Jessie, the yodeling cowgirl. I ride along and yodel this song from dawn till dusk till dawn. It's got some classics on it, man. To infinity and beyond. You know that one? There is a place in outer space where you can something. Okay, hang on. Hang on. No glancing, please. What happened to Friends v. Friends? I was having a great time with it. Then when I came back, someone in chat said Friends vs. Friends got too sweaty for Apollo to play. And I said, well, then it's not even worth loading up, quite frankly. Please don't trust them. I mean, I trust them over you. Let me put it this way. If Friends vs. Friends had not gotten sweaty, I'm sure I would see Apollo playing that instead of fucking First Class Trouble or whatever. No disrespect. No. Deceive 2. Oh. Valorant. I made it. Oh, man. I'm telling you, Final Fantasy 16 is where it's at, man. Now that's a game. Final Fantasy 16 is the bravest video game ever made. From what I played in the demo, which I was sponsored to play, admittedly. What if we go up this way? Sure. They say swears. They do say the F word. And people fuck. There's only the implication because it's still video games at the end of the day, but they fuck. You could tell. Okay, new personal best. No glancing. No glancing. This game makes me feel like when I have my phone out while I'm crossing the Canby Bridge. Anybody else Vancouver pilled here? I think I gotta land on this thing right here. I'm gonna... Oh, okay. And then... Sneak me? We're going up the corkscrew. Stop glancing. It's the hardest test of all time. Can I not look at chat for 40 seconds while I very slowly go? You know, I could take a break and then I could look. Okay. Just Joel's. I bet this looks sick if you sprint up it, but I'm not at that level yet. But it's like perfectly banked and cambered. Just Joel's, okay? Just Joel's. Josh, you would really like Final Fantasy 16. There's a character in it named after you. I'm going to keep going. I think we made it. There's no time to glance, man. We'll fall all the way back down to Max Payne 3.
There is something strange going on with this world.
You guys see the viral Twitter thread going around that's like, what's the most insane movie twist you never saw coming? Addendum, did you see that the most popular reply has like 110,000 likes, and the suggestion is that it's Wreck-It Ralph? What a strange coincidence that the most insane movie twist of all time was your favorite movie when you were 9 years old. Anyway, go ahead. Have your fun. So I'm not taking the bed right off the bat, okay? Because I feel like the bed is like risk reward. Like, I'm sure if we jumped on it twice, we could get over there. But like, why don't we just walk on the ladder instead? And then we can use the bed in the future if we fall back down. I think I gotta march to the beat of my own drum here.
Here 120 years ago. My grandfather worked here. I often went to see him.
They should use the witch TTS for this.
And then he died.
And then he died. Nails. Look at that. He's a master. Pokemon master. I will be writing a brand new chapter. I will be striving to be the greatest master. Okay. TTS makes me turn a stream off. I think it's usually funny, like, for like 3 minutes. And then it's funny when it only happens once an hour and you're not expecting it. But when, during like a subathon or something, and there's there's like TTS and the streamer reacts, and then immediately after that there's another TTS, that's when you're like, that's too much TTS, man. I mean, you know what? Let's let the game troll me a little bit. Why not? Whoa, dude! Look at that lunge! I was a little frightened. He did do the stanky leg.
From here, you have a great view of the favelas. This is where everyone lives in poverty, which is hard to get out of. This is where my whole life and the lives of my goddamn parents have been.
Just a nice leisurely ride, honestly. Is this Half-Life? We've been expecting you, Mr. Freeman. This is Half-Life Full Life Consequences. What's the iconic line from Half-Life Full Life Consequences? Something headcrab zombies. John Freeman over here. We have to do away with insane mothers that want to destroy their babies. I must kill fast, but bullets too slow. That's right. Oh, take me back, man. Take me back.
Your destiny and life is there. You have to seek happiness there. Get a job in the favelas and live there. There are many like you. You have to be with them and not stand out. You won't make it. You're a weak kid.
Holy cow, this is a rude elephant, man. Goblin Town kind of a shithole, not gonna lie. You can't have shit in Goblin Town, man. Where am I going? Up. I see your point, okay?
You won't make it. You're a weak kid.
Just shut up, dude. It's just you're just annoying, Jigsaw. Oh, dude, did you see that? You need to increase your draw distance. You're missing the path. Well, no big deal. Down to the favelas because I fell through the map. Hello. Bro, it's so foggy over here. Where am I? They didn't render the floor. You can't just walk over it?
Sometimes it's hard to choose the right path, but don't be afraid. You can always repeat. We learn from our mistakes.
Just the average Twitch viewer. You just gotta ask yourself if you want to associate yourself with them. I fell through a concrete floor. Someone said, I can't. He's so impatient. Should I be walking like this the whole time? Just so I can see my toes dip through solid foundations? It's a 200-hour-long game. I mean, if it's between this or Final Fantasy 16, I know where my loyalty lies, okay? You need to turn draw distance up. See, that seems crazy. Oh, you know what? Maybe it doesn't seem crazy to me. Because I was going to say it looks like the draw distance is really high. Then I realized the draw distance is not high. This shit is all static. The draw distance is actually, like, it's pretty low. Okay. Can you accelerate your, or can you heighten your bounces by bouncing multiple times? I guess that doesn't make sense. Can you heighten your bounces by jumping from higher points?
Choose the right path, but don't be afraid. You can always
No,
repeat.
just checking.
We learn from our mistakes.
He enjoys Final Fantasy 16. Let's go. Dude, I had a great time. What should I order? I'm only answering this because you're Josh, by the way. Where are you ordering from? Is it Primanti Brothers?
Sometimes it's hard to choose the right path, but don't be afraid. You can always repeat.
Ice
Learn
cream,
from our
man.
mistakes.
I don't know. You can order whatever you want. Oh, the game work on the grip strength. String bean. Give him a choice. I'm ordering ice cream for a dependent already. I'm ice cream fatigued. I knew it. 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 Okay. Well, I don't understand. Like, the problem is, here's the thing. I don't want to answer because it opens up a whole can of worms, but maybe that's what I should do because it's a banter game to begin with, okay? My preferred ice cream now is salted caramel, but because of the anti-intellectualism that, like, runs rampant in the world these days, if you don't say, like, one of the original, like, mother flavors, if you don't say, like, vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, rum, raisin, butterscotch, cookie dough, or something like that, people are like, oh, salted caramel. I know they all come from the same factory, but whoa, this guy takes himself really seriously, and then I gotta, like, defend myself. And then on top of that, we got to be like, okay, does the ice cream man even have salted caramel? Oh, this is, it's a purple state. I don't think he's going to have salted caramel. At best, he might have, you know, mint chocolate chip. And now I look like I'm an out of touch like coastal elite because I suggested a flavor that hasn't made it over into Pittsburgh yet. I'm suggesting, you know, Pacific Northwest flavors to somebody who lives in the mid-Atlantic? Atlantic? What do you call, what would you call Pittsburgh? I don't think it's the Rust Belt, respectfully. Mid-Atlantic? I thought Mid-Atlantic was like Virginia. All I was looking for was like popsicle. It is the Rust Belt. But Pittsburgh's like not rusted, right? Like when I was there, it looked like they were doing pretty well. I mean, it's not Ohio. Here we go with the Ohio slander. Their number one industry is steel? Yeah, steel doesn't rust, right? Iron rusts. That's why there's stainless steel, but there's no stainless iron. Steel is made of what? Trick question. Steel is an element. Steel is made of steel atoms. You really thought you were slick with that one, huh? Oh, why would you jump twice? I'm getting really good at this part, though. What's its atomic number? 69,420. 80085. True. All right, lucky guess.
Sometimes it's hard to choose the right path. But
please acknowledge steel is not on the periodic table of atoms. I get it. You're in 11th grade. Your identity is tied up with the fact that you have the third highest mark in your science class. I'm aware that steel is not on the periodic table. I was trying to do something more complicated than regurgitating knowledge that my 10th grade science teacher imparted upon me against their will. I was trying to be creative and make a joke and make people laugh. Which is more than Mendeleev has ever done for anybody. That's too close? You're insulting my intelligence by suggesting I don't know that steel is an alloy made of iron and then another thing that's probably not even relevant to life on Earth. Did you know it's carbon? Yes, I know it's the only thing relevant to life on Earth, okay? That's the joke, Mendeleev! You're really gonna let me get you twice in a row?
Sometimes it's hard to choose the right path, but don't be afraid. You can always repeat. We learn from our mistakes.
Let me back. There we go. We're back. Name a biologist. Richard Dawkins. Oh, fuck. Carolus Linnaeus. Charles Darwin had the balls to ask. Yeah. It's harder to name a biologist than it is to name a physicist, because most biologists, you know, had to leave their academic field in order to make a living in private industry. Whereas physicists, lucky for them, are predominantly supported by the government. I'm sorry, it's true. And Christopher Nolan, I'm sure. And Christopher Nolan.
But don't be afraid. You can always repeat. We learn from our mistakes.
They do cooler shit. It's true, but like, listen. Some of that space stuff is like, it's not relevant, man.